Hello and welcome to today's installment of the Tanya. Thank you very much for joining me. And today I'm going to be looking at chapter 45. In the previous chapter, the Alter Rebbe explained how a Jew can perform Torah mitzvah with his heart, with love and fear of God. When a Jew is motivated by love and by desire to cleave to the Almighty, his Torah mitzvah will surely be lishma. Lishma meaning for their own sake, i.e. with the most purely focused intentions. This in turn will add vitality to his or her endeavors. In the chapter that follows, the Alter Rebbe describes yet another manner of attaining the level of Lishma, of performing the Torah mitzvah with the innermost feelings of one's soul. There is yet another direct path open to man, namely to occupy himself with Torah mitzvah that are Lishma for its own sake, with the innermost feelings of the heart and soul. This is accomplished by first arousing in his or her mind before the performance of Torah mitzvah great compassion for God, for the divine spark which animates the divine soul that has descended from its source, the life of life, the blessed Ensof, pervades all worlds and animates them with the vitality that's clothed in and compatible with the created beings and encompasses all worlds, and animates them with vitality which transcends created beings and affects them from without, as it were, and in comparison to whom everything is accounted as nothing. The soul has descended from a high level to be clothed in a body which is far removed from the light of the king's countenance, as this world is coarser than the coarsest of kalipa found in the spiritual world. The word chevel, usually translated as lot, i.e. tract of land, is here interpreted by the alternative meaning of rope. When a rope has one end tied above, tugging at the lower end will draw down the upper end as well. The upper extremity of a Jew's soul is likewise bound to its source in the blessed Ensof. Ensof meaning infinite one. While at its lower extremity it is clothed in the body. When the lower extremity of the soul is dragged into spiritual exile through wrongful action, speech, or thought, this has a corresponding effect upon the upper reaches of the soul which are bound above. A Jew's sin causes his soul to be exiled within the domain of the klipot. This in turn, so to speak, exiles the Shekinah, the source of his or her soul. Pondering this matter will awaken within a Jew a profound feeling of compassion for his or her soul and for its source. This compassion, the Alter Rebbe will now point out, to be utilized in one's study of Torah and performance of mitzvot. This will elevate his or her soul, enabling it to reunite with its source, the blessed Ensof, the infinite one. Even when Jews, heaven forfend, are in an unclean spiritual state, the divine name dwells among them. This arousing compassion towards the divine name is what is alluded to in the previous phrase, and let him return to God, the stimulus for his repentance being one's mercy upon him, i.e. the divine name, the source of Jewish souls, inasmuch as Jews are a part of the divine name. The Alter Rebbe goes on to explain that it was our forefather Jacob whose entreaties secured an abundance of divine compassion for all Jews throughout the generations. Even when their misdeeds cast them into exile, they are able to study through their study of Torah and the performance of mitzvot to be raised from this state to be united with the Ensof. The community of Israel begs the Almighty that He unite with them in the man of kisses. In the case of kisses of the mouth, there is not only an external union of mouth and mouth, but also a more internal union, that of spirit, breath, and spirit breath. And so it is regarding this manner of union with Jews with God, which is brought about by Torah mitzvah. The unity of Jew and God, accomplished through speech and thought of Torah, actual kisses, is twofold. The external level of kisses, mouth to mouth, is attained through the words of Torah, while the internal level of kisses, spirit to spirit, is attained through concentrated thinking on one's Torah studies. In the context of man's spiritual service, Abraham denotes man's love of God, while Jacob symbolizes the attribute of compassion. When Abraham, the individual's love for God, is hidden, it must be redeemed and revealed. It is Jacob, the attribute of compassion, that brings about this redemption. The arise of compassion for one's soul enables his latent love of God to become manifest. I hope this makes sense. If you have any queries, please feel free to leave them in the chat box or email me directly, and please feel free to subscribe. Wish you a great day and take care. All the best. Until next time, bye.